Good morning, welcome back, happy Monday to you. If you're just joining us, where have you been? We're already halfway through our interviews with the 8 party leaders who want to be Finland's Prime Minister after the vote coming up just on Sunday. And joining me this morning is the leader of Perussuomalaiset, Timo Soini. Timo, thanks for being here.
Okay, good morning.
Tough campaign, and you're almost at the end of it now. You know, 4 years ago, when we had the last general election, there was a real buzz about the rise of the true Finns.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really that buzz this time round. Are you still rising, or are you kind of leveled out now?
We are still rising, and I have been all around in Finland, every constituency, and I have seen that the whole thing is going on the positive way. But the competition is going to be very tight. And the latest opinion polls proves that, for example, the Finnish Party, Coalition Party and Social Democrats are neck to neck.
There's all to play for coming up before the vote. Let's jump straight into Europe. Now, you and I have had this discussion before. Europe, yes. The European Union, no.
Yeah.
Is that basically where you're coming from?
The basic thing is that we think that on economical viewpoint, there is a good sides with large trade union and trade with each other, work with each other. But this kind of structural, bureaucratical European Union as such is not very functionable. And of course then the euro area is a case itself, and this bailout policy has been disastrous. And it should have helped the bailout packages if they would work, but they aren't.
But your party, to remind viewers, you want to stay in the European Union, you want to get out of the European Union, you want to renegotiate Finland's position within it. But what's your stance on it?
I'm very encouraged the way, for example, how Mr. Prime Minister David Cameron is currently doing in Great Britain. He said that if they gain the new mandate, there will be a referendum, and prior to that, they will renegotiate the deal with the European Union.
It all depends on the elections and
of course, but that is very good that if they can renegotiate the better package, it's also the privilege and opportunity to Finland to do the same.
And what about the euro? You know, it's been 13 years we've had the euro here in Finland.
Yeah.
In or out? You want to still be with it? You yearn for the days of the marca?
I'm a very practical man. Euro area as such has failed. And the first point is that Greece should leave, because they cannot adapt the rules, they cannot follow the rules, and their economy is not competitive in the euro area. And if that is not done, then there will be also the question about northern parts of the currency area, and there is growing dissatisfaction. For example, in Germany, for example, Alternative für die Deutschland Party gained remarkable support to get in the European Parliament, and the bailout policy is not very popular also in CDU, which is Angela Merkel's own party.
So I have for you here.
That's very good. Yeah.
Yes, you're going to get a little misty-eyed here. So Finland back to the marca, or it's been 13 years, it's definitely the euro now? You take it?
We must
keep the euro.
We must have all opts out. So we must constantly have the chance to go back, but this time the first priority is that Greece is going to face Brexit.
And no more bailouts for Greece, that's clear from your side.
Yeah, that's right, because they are not helping, and they are immoral, and also this is a kind of gangrene situation in a Greek economy which cannot be solved in this currency.
Countries with strong economies in the past, like Ireland was the Celtic tiger, needed some help from the European Union. Portugal, Spain, Cyprus, Greece. What if Finland needs help? If you're saying no to bailouts for Greece, would you say no to help for Finland if Finland needs it?
Finland has a banking crisis in the 1990s, and who bailed us out? It was the Finnish taxpayer.
But pre-EU.
Yeah, but it is the morals is still there. If you fail, then you must pay. This is the freedom to fail perception, which is very important also in moral standpoints. Also in Ireland, they failed, but the Irish state took a lot of the responsibility on that. But when Greece failed, then they're making a European mechanism for rescue them out.
Let's move on now to immigration, a hot topic for your party. You know, some of your election spots have had that dramatic music and the sort of message going across, immigrants are bad. They're going to be bad for Finland. So immigrants are good for Finland, right?
It depends how they adapt the Finnish way of life. Everybody is welcome here from the European Union area or European free market area. It's 500 million people. There is no problem. We have a current agreements how to deal with that. But then what we will have, if you are coming from outside, we would like to have mean tests that what is your situation, can you support yourself here, can you find a job here, and then of course there is a quota of refugees, and Finland always bears its responsibility in the international community.
Well, your manifesto says Finland must free itself of the idea that immigration and multiculturalism are necessary or preferable. Yeah. So maintaining that traditional Finnish way of life, whatever that may be, and immigrants have to adapt to life here. They couldn't keep their religion, their dress code, language.
Of course. But when you come to Finland, you must adopt our legislation, our way of life. What I mean to that, we have an old anthem in the springtime, which we want to sing in the jubileum when school ends, and then we have Christmas church or something like that. We are not going to change our habit because of the newcomers. If they don't like it, they can leave the room. They don't have to participate, but we are not going to change our way of life because somebody is coming to Finland.
So you see, Halla-Aho from your party once told me I was the least problematic sort of immigrant. I'm still a problem, presumably because I'm an immigrant.
I don't understand to whom you are a problem, not to me.
Apparently to him. Where would I be on that scale? So, you know, I'm from the European Union. I moved to Finland. I have a job. I pay taxes. Presumably I'm like here on the scale. Who is a better immigrant? Who's a worse immigrant than me?
I wouldn't say because of nationalities. I just...
well, you did. You said the people who come from the EU are very welcome. What about Somalis?
Yeah, but that is
people from Syria.
That is a legislation thing, because we have agreement jointly what the European Union has agreed on. So free movement.
So you take them because you have to, not because you want to?
No, because that is a legislation. That is the legislation.
So the law says you should take them, so you do. But
of course, because we have been agreeing on that, because we have been part of that negotiation process which enables that to be done. But then we must have mean tests. When there is no that kind of agreement what we have with European Union, I want that Finland will have a say on that issue, and that is then...
So rich foreigners could come here from outside the European Union. So if you're a Somali with money,
of course,
or you're a Syrian with money, you can come here.
If you are criminal, and you are convicted criminal...
It means money.
Yeah. You cannot come here, Finland, without a mean tests, because if you are a criminal and well-earned crook, with a lot of money, then we can say that we are not getting you. You are not coming in.
In your manifesto, you talk about if immigrants are in Helsinki, which is an expensive city, and if they're unemployed, you would send them to other parts of Finland where they are, where it might be cheaper to house them. Where would I go if I was unemployed? Where would you send me to? How would you ensure I get there?
This is not a matter of one individual. It's a matter of principle. And why?
But it's illegal.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
No,
right?
it's not.
Several experts have said it's illegal.
Yeah, but it's not.
You would take people who want to be in the city,
but it's not.
and you would move them to places they don't want to be in the hope they can find a job.
For example, in European Union...
Free movement of people, Timo. You've already talked about it yourself.
In European Union, there is also a kind of tendency of sharing the burden. And how that can be done, is that also illegal if the people are coming from Lampedusa and they are saying that this part of this are going to Finland, this part of is going to...
and that's not what we're not talking about asylum.
But that is the same. That is same kind of principle.
It's a very different principle. If you take someone who's a legal immigrant here and you restrict them to going to the part of the country you want them to.
It's the same principle.
This is a great discussion, and unfortunately, our 9 minutes is up.
Yeah.
And we're going to come on to the commercial break in a minute. Always a heated discussion. Always great talking to you as well, Timo. That was Timo Soini from the Eduskuntavaalit party. Coming up tomorrow, we've got, I forget now, Päivi Räsänen from the Christian Democrats. And stay tuned after the break. Antti is here with all your news headlines. See you tomorrow.
It went quickly.